Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Syx. I thought to kick off this episode, I'm just gonna expand this village a little bit. The fertility up in this northern spot is very spotty. No pun intended. But there's like chunks of fertility that I want to take advantage of. Same thing down here. It's actually a little bit better because this whole like crescent fluctuates a little bit between like 80 and 70. It's nice. The reason I want to expand it is because we've got a bunch of beds and dorms and stuff. I think it could service more people, so might as well get that rolling. So this is grain farm. Whoops. I keep hitting like a hotkey to go all the way back to the one zone. Let's see, there's a fertile patch right there. We could do like a huge plantation and just like shrink it this way. Get one last block. Exactly 7 workers. Fine by me. This is supposed to be like a farming village anyways. I've hit the button again. It's like Control D or some shit. Boom, 5.6. Can I get a better number? There we go. It's not great fertility, but it's not averaging the values, so all the good fertility zone right there is utilized. We can get another farm. Because the fertility, we got all the fertile zone, we could probably make it a little bit shorter. 7-1, 6-1-15, there we go. Hopefully this is enough territory. I think this might not have 100% irrigation, but it is what it is. Now, we could build another cotton farm too. Don't need to go absolutely ballistic with it, but I'm actually getting triggered every time it happens. The hotkey thing. Alright, there we go. It's going to produce 168 cotton every year, which is not all that much, but it is also more than nothing. Don't have that much grain. Should issue an order to harvest this, I guess. There's got to be somewhere else that's not about to be bulldozered. Let's see, it's fruits, vegetables. Down here, yeah, this is wild grain. Oh, and here's a good source of it. Obviously, it's going to be a little while before they can actually act on the orders, but that's fine. Boom. 7 workers. It's amazing. This farm is going to be extra good. I checked the fish fertility. It's kind of lowish in the zone, so we are completely fine. This is extraordinary fertility. Kind of build a little bit of a road over here. Not like a humongous one. Want to help out the farmers when their stuff away. Realistically speaking, we could build like another bridge somewhere nearby so they don't have to go too crazy, but the warehouse is over here on this side of the land formation anyways. While we're on the subject of roads, we could probably do this. It's not really that fertile back there anyways. I'll let some time advance. Starting to blend the territories a little bit. Am I getting so close here, but it's very difficult to pass up on 100% fertile ground. See people working in the flat house. It apparently has 100% load. which is interesting because this is a whole new building and this percentage hasn't changed. Not sure what that's all about. Maybe people are like commuting very far away just to live in a flat house. It'd be kind of depressing. I know I, for one, do not like humongous commutes. That's better than sleeping on the friggin' ground or in the warehouse. I think at some point we're gonna wanna build more flat houses in our main town, but I wanted to keep the village rolling for another episode, I think. I want to bring balance to the force in terms of how many people are employed in agriculture. We're getting closer. We're not quite there yet. If we can get a decent surplus of food, we can start assigning people better ration amounts. People like having more food. I know it's like a big shocker, but it's true. Oh, awesome. It can't build on top of the clay. I mean, awesome, unironically. So it'll let me just like soak up some of the zone. Alright, come on, just give me the full 3-man, Marty. There we go. I'm not sure if I'm going to even use this clay pit. So, I mean, there's like one good zone with 100% deposits. All this shit right here is like 30%. 50% at the highest. And these percentages are like multiplicative with how the yield is. So, basically, each worker gives like 3 yield per time unit or whatever. Then it'd be multiplied like by 20% here if they're working in the spot. They do try to work the most filled up spots as much as possible. Just saying, this is kind of like a dog shit zone. We're in the middle of summer. I do want to harvest these edibles. It's a small enough job that it'll probably get done before we build any farmland down there. I don't focus on up here anyways. Are we exporting fruits at all? I could have swore that was one of our exports. Yeah. That's neat. Maybe we could build a vegetable farm then. Or maybe because we're exporting fruit, we should build a fruit farm. Uncertain. Let me see. I'm gonna start building this. Don't think I necessarily want to plaster over the entire lake. Even though it's got such delicious fertility, it'll just be like free irrigation for us. Bulldozing over water doesn't add to the water table, as far as I know. I'm fine with this, touching that building. It's a little bit messier, but this is a village, after all. I want to try to take this whole little zone of fertility so I can just have it be in one farm. It's definitely going to look gross as hell, but... rather look gross than waste a bunch of fertile ground, you know? That's the pigoids. They love organic buildings. Sure, they'll be hyped to work on this farm. There we go. Not the prettiest farm I've made, that's for sure. Probably build a building here. Could definitely build a building in this little spot right here for sure. I don't know what building we could possibly need. Like maybe like a tiny diner or something. Or maybe a metal smelter since we're gonna have ores soon enough. I don't know. We'll leave it available for whatever. Could do a tiny bathhouse maybe. Do a fruit farm. up here. Try to avoid the 0% fertility zone. Just build around it like a donut. Will be nice. So this whole area is pretty fertile. Okay, we're starting to slurp it all up. This one will absolutely... Oh, look, there's a wood cellar. This one absolutely will need some irrigation. You could probably put it in that little unfertile chunk. There we go. Good enough. Dip canal, boom. Epic. How many does this guy have? I mean, obviously, we're not evil. I'll do an evil run probably eventually. After this playthrough, probably. Depending on how long this playthrough goes. I'm really surprised at just like how absolutely long Songs of Syx run is. I anticipated that we were just gonna lose earlier by this point. So I know like with rimworld that's the case. Just a little farmable zone right here. Gonna be a waste to not use. Do we want it for grain? Maybe we should do it for grain. Could do it for fruit, but like... Grain farm's good farm. Trying to go for... 2-man farm if possible. I'll settle for a 1-man farm. Trying to hit all the fertile spots and avoiding not fertile spots. It's not really a good use of space, but there we go. And build a little road. Is up here. Cool. Oh, we are run out of odd jobbers, so I might as well add a good chunk of pigoids. We don't have a pigoid noble, which I think is a little bit fucked up. I want to pick someone who's like not that old. Still not that young. I think Tin Sohar is going to be our pigoid noble. This is a little bit premature, but I think Master of Farms makes sense to me. And that'll get that rolling. Our yields are going to be so big next coming harvest. There's this little lake that we could use. How's its fish status? Another 75%er. Absolutely could grab that land for even more farmage. Probably fruit farm. It's even big enough where we don't have to play around with unselecting shit for irrigation purposes. This whole little zone's pretty fertile. Alright, come on, give me the 5. Well, exactly 5 workers, so I'm not wasting any labor. There we go. Good enough. Man, this is looking good. There's just so much farmland that's being used. Absolutely fantastic. I wanted to experiment with digging into a mountain as well. Maybe this will be a good experiment. Can I? You can refill mountain cave and polish them. Okay, I think this little mountain hole is going to be the live-in areas of the dwarves who are going to be mining this stuff. I know it's not the greatest job. Dwarves don't like it, but sucks. Sucks to be them. Can I just have like a... There's a little bit organic. Maybe I can do that. Or maybe could make multiple rooms. Like, we've got an eatery here. We could maybe do a canteen down here. We can make this smaller. Alright, come on. Orders. Digging the mountain. Is this enough for a flat house? Let's see, these are 3x3s. So 3x3. I could probably do this with math. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But we can't fill 100% of the area with apartments. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in that case, we probably want to have slightly different orders. Like that's 1, 2, 3, boom. We can cancel the job here. It's gonna be a little bit nasty, but it is what it is. It's dwarven architecture, it's weird, okay? There we go. Wait, did that guy just give up? Can they not dig in the mountain? Maybe that was a janitor. Dude, why are they giving up so much? Come on. Add it. Dig that shit. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe we need to hire some dwarves. Allow some of them in to start digging this mountain. I mean, I think these guys are making progress. Yeah, they did. It's just like needling away at it. Okay, that's cool. That's gonna take 1,000,000 years, apparently. Yeah, might as well get the other job going as well. It's definitely a lot more awkward playing around. I don't think the dwarves care that much about the organicness of building. Still. Okay, the entrance will be here, and we could probably have like a connection. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we could have a connection here. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Man. These fucking dwarves. I can tell they're sending the pigoids to do the job. They're laughing it up. They're even having humans do it. Is there any more farmland to claim? There's this whole little crescent, but it's got like 80% fertility, which is not super great. We could do one farm up here, I think. Let's see, we've got a fruit farm. I plan on expanding my bread and especially alcohol production, so I could probably do like a farm here. Hold up. What's the irrigation? 100%, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do like a 3-man farm. Or 4-man farm. It's not the greatest fertility, but a lot of it's... Oh, I hit remove water instead of dig canal. I was super worried for a sec. I imagine the job will go much more quickly once there isn't like the bottleneck to deal with. Which is what it is. I'm gonna expand my storage of fruits as well. Oh, this warehouse. It's hit its capacity. I kind of want to build up the palisade wall as well. Should have an absolute ton of wood. I want to fell some of these trees just to get a better picture of the fertility as well. So I'd rather a slightly uglier wall than one that cuts through all the fertile ground. So I can already see some of it. Like it's 100% fertility that we're just wasting. We also have an absolute crazy surplus of cash. Might be worth building... importing more or something. I mean, we can maybe import booze. Oh, our graveyard's full. It's also not great. How much does booze go for? 28? That's really expensive. I'm gonna build a crypt before we get too far into it. I don't want there to be a situation where people are like rotting in the streets. Religion, graves, crypt. Cost, cut stone. We have a surplus money, so it doesn't matter. Can go right next to the bathroom. Not for any like disrespectful reasons, but just because. We could make this out of grand stone. How much grand stone do we have? We could make it out of normal stone. How big is a statue? 14% respect. Okay, interesting. I don't think it's actually based on how many graves you have either. Could we do a bigger crypt than this? Do we need a bigger crypt than this? I think we absolutely need a bigger crypt. Yeah, this could take up the whole of this part of the block, I guess. It's kind of jank, but you know. As the city grows, there'll be more and more people dying, probably. It's a little bit grim, but, you know. The little corner statue over here. Oh no, the respect is actually per grave. But still, we can just build 10 million of these tiny statues. That's really thematically appropriate for a crypt as well. There we go. 100%. It's a little bit awkward to navigate around, but I mean, it's a cemetery. It's going to take up a humongous amount of cut stone and also normal stone, but that is also fine. While we're on the subject, I want to build a courthouse as well, because we need to get rid of some of our gems so we can import more gems. I think building it up to the graveyard is fine. There we go. Then can we... Ah, fuck, we need slightly more spectators. Okay, what if I... The road's gonna be here, so we have 2 blocks to work with. So I could probably do this. 90%? Are you serious? Okay. Boom, 100%. It's another tiny little courthouse, but it is what it is. Increase my import level of stone as well. You have -1 on jobber. That's not good. I think I'll add like 10 more picoids. Just because most of our new jobs have been in the farming industries. I don't think like a crypt or a court are gonna need that many employees as well. How's things going? Have they finally worked on this shit? No, it's still a little bit of a clusterfuck. That's fine. I guess I'll let in some more dwarves as well. I really hope there isn't like a ceiling mechanic like in Rimworld. I know in Rimworld if you like dig out far enough, like there'll be a collapse. That would be fucked up. This wall is looking pretty good as well. See down here, it's a little bit greater than average fertility. It seems there's like a fertile pocket right here. Be worth clearing away more of this forest. This will all be farmland eventually. This is all good fertility. I'm letting in 20 more pigs. The odd jobs need to be done. We should have... We're kind of struggling with clothes, but given enough time, we'll build another surplus. Here we go. Hell yes. That is what I'm talking about. Oh, I think that's a dwarven odd jobber. I'm not 100% sure. No, it's a human. It's humans and pigs digging this all out. I think it makes sense. I think the dwarves have like a higher pressure or whatever to have jobs just because of their immense skill. This whole area is so fertile. Look at him go. One more little clicker. There we go. Got room for 27 graves. Just absolutely fantastic. This is a respectable crypt. Core is also being worked on. I'll increase the import level of the gems. Could maybe get jewelry construction started. So with these imports. Of course, I think that would be... I think continuously importing gems would be a little bit sketch. For sure. Boom. Courthouse is complete. Law and order's coming. Oh no. Hello, friend. We are a band of noble people, keeping the peace in the region of Flansburg. As you know, there are evil forces out in the world. They want 54,000 denarii and 10% of our goods. They have 91 soldiers, which is more than we have by quite a bit, and 25% training, which is laughably low. Oh! These guys are a little bit scarier. Also, we have a wrongful death. Heat exposure. Apparently he was exposed so much heat that he turned to a skeleton. Don't know how long that guy's been out there. I think we could probably fight these guys, but it's gonna be a little bit more sketchier. The only reason I'm like so confident is because we have quite literally like 100% training equipment. So I think like another little... I think this is a loud building, so another little knobby place would be good. Okay, hold on. It's 100% organic. Yep. How many training dummies can we fit? I think working from the corners probably makes the most sense. There we go. We just need 15 capacity, so this is more than enough. The benchmarks I'm trying to hit. Put a couple doors here. It's got 100% organicness. Sweet. I'm going to let in 19 more pigoids because there's going to be another pigoid force. In fact, I think I could just increase the volume of pigs in each of the pig divisions. So that'd be 30 apiece. The extra pigs will hopefully get the construction of this place done sooner rather than later. In fact, I'm going to add even more of them. We can get that rocking. I think that'll be the cliffhanger for today's episode. I know it's slightly shorter, because I imagine I'm going to be cutting a lot of shit. But for thematic purposes, I think it makes the most sense. Plus, I'm hitting the 40-minute mark on my recording thing. We've expanded our farms greatly. Our little village is now a slightly less little village in our territory. We've been building a palisade wall, and that's been going good. In fact, we probably need to work more on this palisade wall. Sort of surround our town as well. I don't think they're gonna fuck with the village because it's all like on mountainous zone. If we see the enemies up there, we're gonna have to haul ass. Maybe we should just build a wall up there too. Those are next session things. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you next time for more Songs of Syx. Goodbye!